Hello YouTube and welcome to an introduction into a new series. It won't be the start of the new series, that's probably not going to come up for a couple of weeks. While I get other stuff sorted and I'm quite busy like in real life recently. But I have been working on a new style, so I mentioned this in a live stream. I'm going to say not so long ago because I don't know when I'm going to upload this video, but it was last weekend as of recording this video. Now, I was thinking about doing Egyptian, and the reason I wanted to do this is Lord Dakar started doing this Roman stuff, and I was quite interested in that, and I was thinking, yeah, I might, try like my hand in doing that sort of stuff. But then I didn't want to look like I was copying him because obviously he's doing Hobbit stuff, I'm doing Hobbit stuff. I mean, it's kind of a good way to leech subs off him, but at the same time, I don't want to be seen as like trying to copy his thing. And then I think if he's doing Roman and I'm doing Roman, all we're going to get on the server is Roman stuff, and I want to try to get diversity on the server. Not the dance group. Anyway, so I was thinking, well, I could do Greek, but Greek's very similar to Roman, so I thought, well, what's similar? And Egyptian is kind of similar, similar time zones, not time zones, like time era things, and we traded with each other, like the Greeks, the Romans, the Egyptians, they were all friendly. So I figured, it's different, but it's similar, so I'm kind of still in that area. And I've never really done desert stuff properly before. So, as you can see, this is like a little concept plot. It's just a P plot, and I've just been marking out ideas. Not finished with them yet, but I don't think I need to, and I don't think I'm going to, because I feel like I'm just wasting time by building loads of stuff, spending loads of time and detail on stuff, when it's not even going to be used. I'm going to start off with a poorhouse. And it's deliberately bare around the edge. We're not using any fancy pillar blocks, we're not using much block variation at all. And it's just a few ideas. Nice little broken up doorway, archway here, and we come into a courtyard. And I've done a little bit of research. They had, like, even the poor houses, they would have had a small little walled courtyard with high walls, and I think that was designed to keep the sun out, especially with this coming over the top. You can see it's quite shaded in here, so when they're working away in the daytime, it's not going to be as hot. They'd have one small, simple room with like a bed for cooling down in the middle of the day if they wanted a little nap, and it was just kind of like a storage room. Obviously, they had windows, but with bars on to stop animals and thieves. They just like kind of shoved everything in here. It was a bit storagey, and I was quite happy with this. It's not overly detailed, but it does still do the job. And then upstairs, there was either a stairway or a ladder, and I've gone for a ladder for the size of this one. And upstairs, there was just like a bed where they would sleep at night, and it's kind of that sort of stuff. And I've gone for this big draping canvas type thing. I didn't even do the detail on the back here that I wanted to do. I was going to do stuff like this. Very simple, but just add a little bit to it. And I kind of thought that would like cover them a little bit. So I thought that was a nice idea, but I don't want to overuse this. I don't want to do it too much. Some houses are going to be simple and open. Other ones are going to have this. Other ones are going to have like carpet type roofs. Just mix it all up and make each rooftop look a little bit different. Sorry about if you're hearing like mutes or coughs. I don't know what's up with my throat. I have to keep clearing it every 5 seconds. I've like drank a full can of Fanta, so. So this is like a poorhouse, and it's just very generic, quite simple, and I was quite happy with it. And then we moved on to, and this is a larger thing. From a distance, this looked like a sandstone fort, like castle. But what it was sometimes, like really poor people, they wouldn't have their own separate courtyard. They would share it with, 2, 3, 4 other families. So that's kind of what I've gone for here. We've got quite a few houses, and we've got like a shared courtyard. So obviously we're using the new seats. This worked perfectly with this style. I've also got like flies buzzing about randomly. I've got this nice little covered walkway. I don't know why, it's just something nice. I've used sand in an ocean biome to make the path. We've got the fire pit here. I was quite lucky, this is the clothesline and it just had no clothes on it, so that kind of worked well. You've got rope on top to make it look like the fish is hanging up and stuff like that. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses here, and each house holds maybe 2 to 3 people, so that's 5 times 3, 15 people just in this one little area, and this is quite a nice size. Again, the interiors were quite simple by design, by nature. I kind of just copied everything because I was getting lazy at this point. I was like, Now I've kind of got a basic idea of what I want to do, so I can't really bother spending much time on it. See, I'm just kind of using up some storage spaces here. Got more, it's very much the same thing over and over again. Same for this one, I think I did this interior. Quite simple. Another little ladder, this time it's on the inside to get up here for another little bed and that. Like you see, some areas are unfinished, I've not completely done them. Oh god, keep having to clear my throat, it's horrible. We also have back here another little storage area and lots of flies buzzing around here because we have an outhouse. So sometimes in these courtyards they would have had an outhouse just like shoved to the corner. I felt like this was like really far out the way. Don't know what that is, that's just a little decoration added in, that was kind of nice. But yeah, so we've gone for that. Other houses they probably just had a, you know, a bedpan and just chucked it out the window the next day or something. Across here we've got very much of the same. I've just shown you that one. I started to do this one. You see I've just got the bed, and you can see this design is exactly the same in every house so far. So I need to work on my variation a bit more, but you know, I just kind of wanted to get the exterior ideas down and work on interior as I advance. That way, you know, I haven't even done this one. That way the interiors would look like they're progressing as I work through like poor districts and get better and better at the interiors, and I get more comfortable with the style. It would kind of make a bit more sense, I think. And then we have this like staircase that comes up here, so you don't have to have all ladders. The reason we've got loads of hanging wool and stuff around here, it's meant to be like carpets. Obviously we can't get thin hanging carpets. And then over in this building, I've been deliberately leaving this to last. I've got Luxie, who's one of the builders, grand builder I think on the server. Probably could be master builder or architect if he, you know, just applied himself. He just needs to finish his plot. He's spending forever on it. He actually came over and did this interior, and it's really nice, but I think it's a bit over the top. So I'll just quickly show you this. He added this. I'm thinking that's a great idea for, you know, hanging stuff for the tailor idea. And then he's got this nice hanging trellis idea. Definitely going to be using this to add a bit of greenery to some areas. And I like that he's used the jungle fence method. That's really fits with the style. And we have these nice open windows. If we fly around the back, you can see we've got another one here, and we've got some more variation on this side, which actually works really good. I really like this type of window. I don't like this. In fact, I am actually going to get rid of that. But I do like that as a window in general, because it's quite high up, you don't need much protection and stuff. I think it just really works. Even this with a little small arrow slit type window, and he's got shutters over it, so that's really, really nice as well. And then in we come. So you've got shelves, you've got flies, fish, cages, all sorts up here. Small little bed obviously for sleeping. He did originally have some smouldering coals and a cauldron with water boiling. I was just like, no, that wouldn't make sense because it's that warm. Why would you want heat inside here? There you go. Got a little book there for writing, drink to cool down, and we've got the eagle. We weren't sure whether to have a raven or an eagle. We discussed it, and ended up going for eagle just because they look cool. So this is like a little rookery. I think it's called a rookery, where you would have cages of birds and all sorts like that. So that's this guy's kind of profession. And it's really, really nice. Really used the space well, but I think it's a bit over cramped. I think this works better than some of the other interiors because it's not as focused as a storage. It's more like a living space because, you know, you've got area to make your food and you've got the little water sink type thing there, somewhere to read your books. Whereas the places I'm doing, I was just covering it with chests and shelves and barrels and all that kind of fun stuff. And then up here, I did this again, just a bed. On the table, you can see that my ideas so far are quite simplistic, but like I said, I was trying to focus more on exteriors and shapes and just familiarizing myself with the concept. And then halfway through this, I really want to get onto rich stuff, and this is sort of a rich villa. And a lot of people think, when you think of Egyptian stuff, they think it's just all sandstone, and that's the way that we see it today. But they actually used lots of brightly painted colours to, one, they used white a lot, and I think it was called Egyptian blue. I don't know if I'm making this up, but they had a colour called Egyptian blue, which was a very, very, very pale blue that it was almost white, and you basically just whitewash the houses, and that would reflect the sun, and it would keep the houses really cool during the day, so they wouldn't get as hot. They also had lots of pillars and gardens and stuff, so I kind of started mapping it out. We were going to have a stables, we were going to have a place for ox and other animals that you could breed. Then we also had slave quarters, we had a kitchen over here with some storage areas and a small chapel at the back. And then you had the main house as well. This was just going to be a pillared courtyard, like part of the garden here. I thought it would look quite nice. And then in here you would have your sort of main meeting room, your bathrooms, your bedrooms, guest bedrooms, all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of a really nice idea, and I was messing about with this gate for quite a while, still not 100% happy with it, but it's looking better than it originally did. And this is something I really want to focus on, is adding colour. Same for the Roman stuff, which is originally what got me onto this. People see like the Greek, the Roman, Egyptian, probably quite a few others. I'm doing it with my Inca stuff as well. They see what we see today, which is the ruins of it, and I want to show how they would actually look like back in the day. Obviously we don't know 100%, but we know that you did have brightly coloured walls and stuff like that, so that's what I'm trying to add in, and it's becoming quite nice, and I think it stands out and it's going to look really good as a whole big grand plot. Obviously once I got started with this, Luxie then wanted to have a go of his own when I said that I was moving on to the richer one, and he made like a little desert castle, and I really like some aspects of this, not all, but some. The gate's interesting. I definitely like these stone weights. That's a really cool idea. I've not seen that before actually, so it's probably been done before, but I've not seen it before, so I really like that. Drawbridge as well. This, I really like this. So using stairs to create this little indent, having lots and lots of windows, definitely going to be doing that. This staircase, for me, it's a bit too all over the place, but you know, a lot of people like to add random variation like that. That's quite cool. You have this simple gate entrance, and this is kind of exactly what I want to do over in that, but on a much smaller scale and probably a much better scale. So that's another thing I want to work on, is my scaling. Now a lot of this is very square and quite flat and plain at the moment. I've had quite a bit of feedback about sort of doing the I was calling them crenels because they're kind of like crenellations on a castle on the wall. So like doing those, mixing them up with stir blocks and making them look crumbled in places, stuff like that. Obviously adding cobblestone walls to the edge here, which I did. I could add a couple of pillars and a couple of, I think it's smooth sandstone. Oh no, that is the pillar. Also, I'm sure there's a sandstone that has writing on it. Let's just check. Yeah, that one. Not that one. This one. So, you know, it could look like graffiti or, I don't know, something like that. We've got quite a few materials to work with. I've also requested to Monster that he makes biome versions of the red sandstone for slabs and stairs, because I think that would look really cool as well to have the mix of the red and the yellow sandstone in here, especially since the red sandstone looks much more like what the poor houses or poor people would have used to construct their buildings. So this is kind of like an introduction into the Egyptian style. There will be a Let's Build series coming soon. Not sure when, but soon. As of recording this video, I haven't recorded any episodes, but by the time I upload this video, I think I may have at least begun to plan a rough plan of a P grand plot. I'm going to do it on P grand so we can fit a pyramid and a small port. And yeah, it's going to look pretty damn cool, I think. Not sure when it's going to be started. I have got another series that I'm going to be uploading very shortly, which is Let's Build a Wildling Village, if I've not uploaded it already. This is the problem with me, and this is why Dakr's schedule really helps him. I don't know when I'm uploading my videos, I just do it randomly. I think, oh, I've not uploaded that one for a while. Whereas now I'm just like saying, oh, I don't know what's going on. Whereas Dakr sounds like he's recorded his videos like yesterday because he's on point with his schedules. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about this idea, what you think about the style, what you guys want to see, what you think I should include and improve on, and all that kind of stuff. If you've enjoyed this video and you're looking forward to the new series, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.